This is Virgil with Twin Peaks Off-Road, and we're working our 51 Willys delivery truck today. And I wanted to talk about a fix that a lot of people like to do on their Jeep front ends. This is a real common changeover, although most people don't know what the parts are to make it happen. We actually stock all of the parts to make this happen, and it's a pretty simple change once you do it. Now, if you're working on a Jeep that's not a 44 front end, and you're working on a 30 front end, you're going to end up having new inner axles made for it, for the bigger U-joints. So what we're going to do, we're going to tackle a few problems. We're going to change this Chevy 6-lug. This is the old one that came off of this. We're going to change that to 5 on 5.5. We're also going to upgrade the axle, stub axles, the chromollies, with the 5-760 U-joint, which is the big U-joint. And again, that's a real common swap, makes it a lot stronger axle. So what we're going to do, this is the old spindle that came off of this Chevy front end, and you can see it's a 6-bolt spindle. It would have went in there like that, and of course the axles we pulled out. But we're going to take this off, and this would actually have made it up perfectly to the old Chevy stub axle, and of course the inner axle would have been the stock Chevy. Now what we're going to do is we sell these parts. We're going to change this over to a 5 on 5.5, so this will match all the other Jeeps that we have. And when you put it all together, you end up with the exact same stick out, and this spindle will bolt right to the Chevy knuckle. The spindle's getting to be harder and harder to find. We used to have a lot of used ones around. Now we sell new ones. They're just under $100, but great upgrade. Gives you bigger axles, gives you a lot stronger setup. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn this spindle, and we're going to use this with a Ford outer hub. This is a 70s model Ford hub, and this would be a Jeep older model Chevy spindle. When those two actually go together, and you actually put everything in there like it's supposed to be, you actually get a combination that works, and you can use a Chevrolet half-ton disc brake caliper and use a Ford rotor on it. So this is the parts that go with this. This is the old one, again, big bearing. This is really easy to find because that's fairly new. These are almost unicorns to find. So I'm going to walk you over to the other side, and I'll show you kind of what the finished product looks like. We're going to come over here, and we've taken that same Ford spindle. This is on the other side, and we've added it to a half-ton. I'm sorry, we've taken a Ford spindle with a Ford half-ton rotor. Now, with that spindle, or with that hub that goes on that spindle, we actually end up with a bearing combination that works. So when it's all said and done, you end up with this. And basically, what you have now is you have what used to be a 5 on 5.5 spindle. I'm sorry, what used to be a 6-lug spindle, 6-lug application is now 5 on 5.5. Works perfectly well. We use the right seals for the back. And what we're going to do, I don't have it with me here right now, we'll just take a basic Chevy caliper from about mid-70s. It will bolt right to this, and it will stop great. And then our hubs, and again, we're going to put new hubs on this, but the hubs are basically the same hub that you used on your Ford. So Ford, Chevy, they're basically the same hubs. So that's the magic. We do them all the time. If you ever have a question on it, or you need some kind of an advice on it, or if you just need the parts to do the conversion, give us a call. Twin Peaks Off-Road, 541-900-0015. Talk to me or talk to Rylan, and we can certainly help you get set up. Thanks a lot, and if you have any questions, give us a call. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.